Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to the last session of this wonderful project that we were given by these senior executive officers. Now, if you just joining this video at this point, just so you know, we were given a project aim in the commercial aviation sector. We were told to get in the following insights. Number A insight, we have done it, which is detect customers with unusual high spending, and we provided them with clear, deep insight in the previous video 1. And then after that video, we now proceeded to detect frequent refund requests, where we modeled another fraud model to dig into insight to see customers that are requesting for refunds based on the criteria we gave. Now, finally, as last of their requests in front of us as a project aim, we want to dive into identifying unusual patterns in booking sources. So how are we going to do this? Let's dive into it. So I'm just going to load up ESQL now, and in achieving this, I am going to see how we can achieve this way. So what you see in front of you is what we got our last report. If you don't know how we got this, please have a look at the previous videos. So coming to the ESQL screen, this is where we left off. This final bit, so we understand what I'm about to do here. I am just going to make it clearer for us to see. I am going to achieve this last request this way. So what do you have in front of you here? This is the question. This is the project aim that we were asked. Identify unusual patterns in booking source. In approaching this, I am going to use this approach. I am going to model number 1. I'm going to put a condition, these two conditions. Condition 1, clearly what we have there, we have website and we have app. With the website and app columns, I'm going to go in a bit to show you what I'm talking about. With the website and the app, there are clear monitoring that is possible. I am also going to show you why I'm picking this model. We can give you different model if you wish, but this will be one I'm going to show you. So let's go now to see why I'm picking the model where booking source not in website or app. So going now to transaction. In transaction, this is the column we're looking at, booking source. As you can see, we're just going to highlight this now. With the booking source, I investigated it and I saw there's website, there's app, there's website, there's app, there's website, there's app, going down, and I got to a point where I saw there are other patterns there. I can't see anyone, as you can see, but ESQL will help us because it's so large. Yeah, can you see? I saw. Yep, this is one. Orders. What kind of orders? How did this flight? How was this flight booked? Was it booked over the counter? Was it through any other source? I do not know. Look at, there's another one here, and on and on and on. So we're going to detect these ones. This is number 1 criteria. As you can see, this is okay. I'll put the green. This doesn't need this refund wasn't requested. ESQL will not be looking at this. Only this request was requested. So these are the issues ESQL will be helping us to solve. If it's orders and it's yes, then there's something behind the scene. So I'm just going to go up again now. I hope you can see how difficult it is when you don't use ESQL. Navigating, doing filters, and making advanced aggregate is absolutely hard. So going back to I'm going to achieve that. Then I'm going to put a join condition there where the flight is above 3. Now I can't I can't get the flight above 3 if I've not finished joining sheet 1, which is the customer table, and sheet 2 transaction table together before I'll get this. So this will be my approach to solve number 3. Then finally, like you know, I'm going to do the count. That will be in another video. Alright, so let's achieve this bit now. In achieving that, that is simple with ESQL, nice and smooth. All I need to do is to launch ESQL out, and now the same script I used before, I will just need to add my new conditions, and that will fulfill what we want. I'm going to start ESQL big screen. What am I looking at? I'm going to change the script to look like this. The same, I'm selecting stop 5 so we don't have too much data. Then I come down, the same script as you can see like before, from the sheet name called customer as T1, inner join the other table, which is a transactions table, the same join connecting to together, where this is where it gets interesting. I'm going to push this aside, where the transaction column I talked about. You remember I talked about this column, as you can see, where the is refunded column, that's this column name is refunded, is yes. If it is no, don't get that. We don't have an issue with that because this is modeling refund fraud. Now we now go further to group them and the rest, and finally we need to know where it is not a website booking or an app booking, which can be clearly monitored. Alright, so all said and done, I'm now going to run ESQL to give us the result. Alright, I'm running ESQL and let's see what it can bring for us. It's doing its thing. First of all, is joining the two sheets together, sheet called T1 customer sheet or table, sheet called transaction customer transactions or T2 table. As you can see, it is doing its thing. It's quite a large data, and grouping this and using formulas will take you long. You need to understand different things in Power Query, be the Excel engine, but ESQL does everything for you with a single click of a button, and you crack on with everything. Whatever you fine, ESQL finished, then you can crack on with whatever you do best. Now this is the result in front of you, nice and simple. You can visualize it in ESQL. I'm just going to use this, and yep, and that's what you see. So what you see in front of, I can clearly see with this visualization that this particular customer 6,539,523, which is this customer top here, has done 62 flights and spent this amount and has refunds. So why are those refunds happening? That is what the operational staffs or resources need to be pushed into it to investigate. Now this is just one of the visualization you can get in ESQL. There are other ones. You just need to kind of click what you prefer and you get what you need. You can kind of select whatever that pleases you, whatever diagram that pleases you. ESQL has lots to offer, so do check it out. Alright, so I'm just going to stick to what we did before. We used this, yes, we used the bubble 3D model. Fine, so what I'm going to go now, I'm going to take this one away. So what do we have in front of us? I can see clearly here what we want. It has brought up the customer ID, name, the booking source, which are orders. As you remember, I said orders. This is very important. Not within the app, as you remember, or the website. It brought out date customer account was created. It brought out the total they've spent and the bookings, the refunds. This constitute refunds they've made. This is quite heavy. Why is this person doing so much refund? Then clearly there's something wrong here. So this is how you detect fraud in a commercial aviation industry. So I'm just going to document this real quick so we can meet the senior manager's expectations. So I'm going to click on comment. I'm going to click on green, and this comment will be simple like before. It's going to be number 3 that we've achieved, and I'm just going to come here and impute it in, and let's see. So we come here and that's done and dusted. What have we achieved? This. So the senior manager can have a clear view what we have done. This is a snapshot of the report. What have we done? This is what we have done. Identify unusual patterns in booking sources where booking source not in website, app or apps, and also is they've taken refund above 3, which is they've booked flight above 3. Where's the script to do this? This is it. Where's the result of the script? This is a sample result that it will provide. So this wraps up the number 3 of the project aim that we've solved. In the next bit, I'm just going to wrap up finally the count of it, and I hope I've been very slow, and I hope you understand how simple E SQL is making this investigation easy and smooth. Thank you very much, and finally we are cracking and we'll make the senior executive officer smile. Thank you.